Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another video brought to you by SeniorCatWellness.com. As the title suggests, today we'll be focusing on stress and those significant triggers that can really get the best of your cat at times. While cats are pretty good at masking stress, there are a few signs that can give them away if you know exactly what you're looking for. Before we begin, as always, let's take a look at this very important topic overview. Change is a significant stress trigger for cats as they crave consistency and routine. Cats find excessive or inappropriate handling stressful and taxing. Bullying from other animals, the presence of predators, loud noises, unsanitary living conditions, and feeling bored or lonely will all cause stress for domesticated house cats. Because feline stress can originate from a host of different places, it's important to learn what some specific origins are so you can eliminate them before they ever pose an issue. While we all know that it's impossible to search the world over for every possible problem, some things are much more obvious than others, most notably the concerns that we have listed in our topic overview. We'll cover those in detail today, in addition to a few more. So, off we go. We thank you for joining us today. Your support, as always, is very much appreciated. Before we take a deep dive into our list of 10, it's important to understand the reasons why cats get stressed in the first place. What are the core factors involved that are most always present? Let's explore. First off is a small size. Domestic cats, even big cats, are small compared to humans and many other animals. This means they're most always on the defensive unless they're around people they trust or an environment they know. Whenever they find themselves out of their element, they can begin to feel the tension. Next up is, cats, they know their place in the world. They are both hunters and the prey. They also have very skilled survival instincts. Not unlike our first point regarding small size, cats have to be on high alert when something either looks odd or feels odd to them. They have to take it seriously because their life could be at stake, whether it really is or not. And the final root cause of stress is most any break from routine or familiarity. While cats are naturally curious creatures, they are also extremely cautious. Have you ever seen a cat stalk a piece of new furniture? Yeah. While it can be hilarious to watch it all unfold, for all the cat knows, this new item is a threat. This is why it has to be examined. Until they can essentially prove to themselves that all is well, all is most certainly not well. Cats are emotional, and it really doesn't take too much to rock the boat. In our introduction, we briefly mentioned some signs to look for that could potentially be a giveaway that your cat is indeed stressed. While not all cues are the same, and some cues can certainly mean a host of other things, here are just a few behaviors to look for. What you see can help you connect the dots if you have already drawn a few conclusions. Hiding, fleeing, showing aggression, hissing, growling, the arching back, grooming to excess, lethargy, cleanliness and excessive vocalization, eliminating outside of the litter box, aimless pacing, a constant state of skittish vigilance, and vomiting and diarrhea. You are here for the list, and here we go 10 causes of stress. And before we begin, although it should be obvious, there are certainly more than 10. In fact, the full list that we've compiled is 27, and you can find that list at SeniorCatWellness.com. We'll tell you a bit more about it near the conclusion of today's material, so please stay tuned. Cause number 1, unpredictable, routine, and sudden change. Cats are creatures of habit, and they not only need a quality routine, but they also need to know that the everyday routine will be one of security. Any changes, for whatever the reason, can ruin your cat's entire demeanor. If you start going to work at a different time, coming home at a new time, feeding your cat at a different time, playtime, yeah, it's a different time. If everything is out of whack, your cat will know it. Cats live for the moment, and they obviously have no idea about our day to day schedules and why things can change. You can't just say that mommy has to work late tonight, so she won't be around to feed you at 5 p.m. Yeah, that cats just don't get that. In addition to schedule changes and routine shifts, sudden changes to the environment itself can be a great cause of stress. I mentioned stocking furniture a bit earlier. Move a few tables around and get a new sofa. Just see what happens. Actually, no, don't don't do that. But you get my point. Small changes to us are big changes to your cat. While this is not to say that we all need to stay the same for the better good of our felines, what is important to note is that your life changes can be major news for your cat. So just know in advance that when you see the changes in your cat's behavior, you can pretty much put your finger on it. And until the issue resolves itself, just give them extra attention, extra petting, and love and care. It won't be too long before your cat has accepted whatever is happening as the new normal. Cause number two, boredom. Cats need physical and mental stimulation, either directly from you or from something else. If you work during the day and have to leave your cat all alone, it's important they are left with some type of positive enrichment, scratching posts, cat trees, toys, puzzles, etc. Also, if it can be done in a safe manner, give your cat a window seat. Cats can spend hours just relaxing at the window and gazing out into the world. Bird watching, as you probably guessed, is a favorite pastime. Cause number three, loneliness. While cats, there's a stereotype of them being independent animals, they need a positive routine and they need attention. If your cat is used to your company, they'll wonder what's going on as soon as it's taken away. Cats can experience separation anxiety. This can take hold when a cat feels insecure. If you leave the room, are you coming back? If a cat gets too lonely, they'll seek attention from other people in the neighborhood if they're able to get outside. There's a difference between just having a cat and being a cat owner. Make it a priority to give your cat positive attention every single day, as many times as you can. Cause number four, loud noises. This is the one that most people are familiar with, and it can happen a lot. Why? Well, we can't always control loud noises, especially if they are brought forth courtesy of Mother Nature. Thunderstorms, they can really lower the boom. However, so can car alarms, sirens, fireworks, etc. on a personal level as it relates to you. So can the vacuum cleaner and your loud voice at times. While there are some loud noises that you simply can't control, and there are other times where you just have to be a little louder in order to solve problems X, Y, and Z, it's important to be of comfort after the fact, whether the noise was caused by you or not. Once all has passed, be sure to sit with your cat a while and give them some good pets, just as a way to let your feline know that their environment is still safe and secure, regardless of those loud sounds. Cause number five, unsanitary litter box. Healthy cats are clean cats. They groom constantly as a means to ensure that predators can't detect them. When a cat is unclean, especially when not by choice due to illness, they will grow stressed. Cats, to some degree, expect us humans to assist in their cleaning, and there is no better example than the litter box. If the litter box isn't cleaned on a regular basis, your cat will become anxious and even feel it's no longer safe to eliminate there, and it could even select another location. Cats rarely use a litter box that is highly soiled. If the litter box isn't cleaned in a timely fashion, yep, as we said, it is possible for your cat to start doing its business in other areas of your home, and we certainly do not want that. Cause number six, lack of territory. Cats do enjoy our company, as we have mentioned. They get lonely without us, but just like people, they need an escape, an area to call all their own. And without this space, they can become anxious and stressed. Whether it's a closet, the laundry room, or just some corner in your living room, cats need a home base, a place they can go in an effort to relax, sleep, and just take it easy. Cause number seven, inappropriate handling. Oh boy, this is an interesting one. We've all seen this, experienced it, or both. Cats freaking out and trying to escape the grasp of someone. It's a frantic scene for sure, and the person on the receiving end could very well exit with a few scratches. This is why you should never grab your cat by the scruff, also known as the back of the neck, for a lengthy period of time, just more than a few seconds if you do it at all. And you should never, under any circumstances, grab your cat by the leg, the tail, or the ear. Oh goodness. And before you think that that's not you, well, of course, it's probably not. But it could be someone. Here again, I think most of us have probably seen it all, even if we were not the ones doing it. Never hold a cat too tight and never refuse to let the cat go if the cat clearly wants down. Mess, that's probably the best word, mess. And it's no shock that mishandling is a great form of stress. Cause number eight, being ignored by owner. Similar in many ways to loneliness, cats are not big fans of being ignored. Cats depend on our body language and vocal cues. They also give us body language and vocal cues for us and to us. If your cat meows at you and you just continue to walk out the room like nothing without saying a peep or waving your hand or nothing, this can be stressful and confusing for your pet, especially given the fact that meowing is the primary way that your feline communicates. If meows are ignored, that also means that petting and food requests are being ignored. This can leave your cat extremely anxious as your furry pal depends on you for so much of their safety and security. Cause number 9, location of food and water. This is a big one, and it's a cause of stress that can easily be forgotten or outright dismissed. Not that this is any deliberate fault of your own, but the location of your cat's food and water can easily be something that just is not, well, it's just not thought of as a form of stress. Why does it even matter? And I guess that's a fair question. It's all about distance. Food and water, if possible, should be a bit separate from each other, and both should be a respectable distance from the litter box. Aroma, aroma, aroma. Cats are just hardwired like that in terms of sense. If everything is a bit too close, your cat could decide just to quit eating and drinking entirely due to the anxiety of it all. And finally, cause number 10 is punishment and chastisement. The feline human relationship is all about bonding and building the bond of trust. How you react to a negative situation can damage that bond. This is especially true if you use physical force and or yell a lot over something negative. Over time, your cat can view you as the enemy and a source of stress and concern. This can have horrible implications across the board. If your cat is living under the roof of someone who it feels it can't be trusted, then almost everything is a point of anxiety. Because cats are unable to connect action and consequence, they're not going to know that you're mad because they did something wrong. They're going to know that you're angry, and it makes them scared. This is why the best ways to solve negative outcomes is through positive teaching rather than negative responses. Felines, they're simply not going to understand. And on that note, that will conclude our list of 10 common causes of stress. However, if you would like to know more, we invite you to head on over to the aforementioned seniorcatwellness.com at the conclusion of this material. There you will find a highly detailed article featuring a list of 27, yes, as we mentioned earlier, 27. There are so many things that can trigger stress that we just couldn't fit them all into one video. So if you want even more, please check out the article in question. Are you currently watching us off-site? If so, we invite you to click the initial link in the description box below. Said link will take you to all of this important information. And until our paths cross again, and I certainly hope they do, we'd like to thank you once again for joining us today. Please have a wonderful day. All the best to you and yours, and we will talk to you later.